Fill your garden with resilience, color, and sunshine. There is something magical about watching perennial flowers reappear each year, brightening your garden with reliable bursts of color. Perennial blooms not only bring vibrant joy and nectar for pollinators, but they also tend to be easier to care for once established, especially if they thrive under the bright rays of the sun. If you're searching for hardy, low-maintenance choices to fill your sun-filled flower beds, look no further. Here are 20 sun-loving perennial flowers that will come back year after year, offering delightfully reliable color and character. Kicking off our list at number 1, say hello to the black-eyed Susan. Imagine a field of miniature sunflowers. That's the cheerful vibe these blooms bring. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, they shine from midsummer well into fall, adding a gorgeous pop of color just when other plants start to fade. Picture those bright yellow petals practically glowing in the sun, and bonus, they make fantastic cut flowers for your dining table. They're also surprisingly low maintenance, happy with at least 6 hours of direct sun, and they don't fuss if you forget a watering or two once they're established. Black-eyed Susans are tough cookies that just keep on smiling. All right, coming in at number 2 on our list, the Coneflower. If you're a big fan of pollinators, these beauties are like a VIP lounge for butterflies. Hardy in zones 3 through 9, they'll treat you to vibrant shades of purple, pink, yellow, or white. Why are coneflowers so special? Well, their daisy-like petals and distinctive spiky cone center attract bees, butterflies, and even hummingbirds, making them an absolute garden magnet for all kinds of winged visitors. Remember to deadhead any spent blooms to keep fresh flowers coming. And don't forget to leave a few seed heads for winter. Your feathered friends will thank you with happy chirps and visits. Coming in at number 3, it's the timeless Shasta Daisy. Think of it as the little black dress of the flower world. Hardy in zones 4 to 9, these classic blooms feature crisp white petals and a cheerful yellow center, never going out of style. They're super easy to grow, look amazing with just about any plant combo, and add that simple yet elegant touch to your garden. They're not big fans of soggy soil. Keep them happy by providing well-draining conditions, and be sure to divide them every couple of years to maintain their vigor and keep those sunny blooms coming. Claiming the 4th spot on our list is the Daylily. These plug-and-play flowers are hardy in zones 3 to 9, depending on the variety, and they come in just about every color you can imagine. While each bloom lasts just a single day, don't worry, new buds keep opening for weeks on end. They're super low maintenance. Just plant them, water occasionally, and watch them flourish. Want a neat and tidy look? Snip away any spent flower stalks. And here's a tip, mix different types with various bloom times to enjoy extended bursts of vibrant color. Sliding in at number 5 is Salvia. Time to roll out the purple carpet. Hardy in zones 4 to 9, Salvia sends up spires of violet, pink, or white flowers that pollinators can't resist. Bees practically line up for Salvia's nectar, and the leaves release a lovely herbal scent when brushed. Provide well-drained soil, especially if you get heavy rainfall. And don't forget to deadhead after the first round of blooms to encourage a second flush of those gorgeous flowers. Coming in at number 6, meet the ultra-tough Sedum. These are truly the camels of the plant world, thanks to their water-storing leaves. Most varieties thrive in zones 3 to 9, and they'll reward you with beautiful late summer blooms that butterflies go crazy for. Their fleshy leaves and flowers create a unique texture in your garden, and they can even change color throughout the season. Though easy on the watering, Sedum prefers a little neglect. And leave those dried blooms over winter for a cool, frosty architectural display. Moving on to number 7, let's talk about Yarrow. This sun-loving champion thrives in zones 3 to 9, producing flat-topped clusters of tiny flowers in white, yellow, pink, or red. They're a wildflower favorite that's practically pest-proof, and their blooms dry beautifully for indoor arrangements. Yarrow can be a bit of a wanderer, so divide it every few years if you need to keep it contained. And give it plenty of sun to avoid those floppy stems. At number 8, we have the ever-so-fragrant lavender. If you've ever dreamed of that calming, classic scent from Provence, this is the plant for you. Hardy in zones 5 to 9, lavender thrives in sunny, well-drained spots. The aroma is simply divine, they're deer-resistant, and pollinators can't resist them. Plus, the dried blooms are perfect for sachets, teas, and so much more. They love sandy or rocky soil. Give them a light pruning after flowering to maintain that neat, cushiony shape and keep them looking their absolute best. Coming in at number 9 is the flashy blanket flower, also known as gaillardia. These blooms resemble tiny sunbursts in red, orange, and yellow, and they thrive in zones 3 to 10. Expect them to bloom nonstop from early summer all the way into fall. They bring a super long bloom season with bright, fiesta-like colors and impressive heat and drought tolerance, a true pollinator favorite. Deadhead regularly for even more blooms. They're absolute rock stars in sandy soils and hot climates. Entering the lineup at number 10 is Dianthus. Picture frilly petals with a delicate, clove-like fragrance. These charmers are hardy in zones 3 to 9. You'll often see them in pink, red, or white, sometimes even sporting adorable two-toned blooms. Their delightful scent and classic cottage garden vibes make them perfect for edging flower beds or filling containers. Give them rich, well-drained soil, and after their first wave of blooms, trim them back to encourage a second flush of those lovely flowers. Our number 11 pick is penstemon, also called beardtongue. Odd name, but these tubular blossoms are absolute heaven for hummingbirds. Hardy in zones 4 to 9, penstemon sends up tall spikes of bell-like flowers, adding fantastic vertical interest to your garden. They attract hummingbirds like crazy, and their striking flower spikes make a real statement. They do not like soggy conditions, so go easy on the watering. And don't forget to deadhead. This keeps the blooms coming for an extended flower show. At number 12, say hello to the dreamy catmint. With soft mounds of lavender blue flowers and silvery green foliage, this beauty thrives in zones 3 to 9. And yes, your feline friend might go a little crazy for it. It has an extra long bloom season, super easy care habits, and its aromatic leaves often repel deer and rabbits. Give it a quick shear after the first wave of flowers to encourage a second round of blooms. It's perfect for planting along edges so you can enjoy that lovely scent up close. Taking lucky number 13 is Coreopsis. This plant is basically sunshine in flower form, thriving in zones 3 to 9. Look for bright, daisy-like blooms. Some varieties even have a red or burgundy center to shake things up. With a little deadheading, they'll bloom for months, injecting a warm, cheerful vibe into any bed or border. Coreopsis loves hot, dry conditions, so it's a total lifesaver if you're under water restrictions or if you occasionally forget to water. Number 14 on our list is the wispy, enchanting Russian sage. With silver gray stems and lavender blue flower spires, this beauty thrives in zones 4 to 9. Once established, they can handle drought like a champ. Plus, they sway gracefully in a gentle breeze. True garden poetry. Plant them in a sunny spot with good drainage. Prune the old wood in early spring for fresh, vigorous growth, and consider staking if your location is windy. Sliding in at number 15 is Phlox, your quintessential cottage garden sweetheart. Hardy in zones 3 to 8, and sometimes 9, it flaunts huge clusters of blooms in pink, purple, red, or white. They deliver lush color, a lovely sweet scent, and they're a favorite among hummingbirds and butterflies, perfect for mixed borders. Keep powdery mildew at bay with good air circulation and steady watering. And don't forget to deadhead spent blooms for an extended show of vibrant color. Holding court at number 16 is the majestic Delphinium. If you're looking for serious wow factor, look no further. These tall spires of blue, purple, pink, or white thrive in zones 3 to 7, adding an almost fairy tale charm to any garden. Their towering blooms are absolute pollinator magnets, and they offer a grandeur unmatched by most flowers. Delphiniums can get top-heavy, so be sure to stake them before they grow too tall. They love rich soil and appreciate a regular feeding schedule to keep those impressive spires standing proud. At number 17, say hello to Veronica, or Speedwell. Hardy in zones 3 to 9, Veronica sends up sleek, upright spikes in pink, blue, purple, or white, perfect for adding vertical flair to your garden. Butterflies can't resist those slender blooms, and they look fantastic alongside plants with broader foliage for a striking texture contrast. Snip off spent flower spikes to encourage repeat blooms, and be sure to give them plenty of sun in well-draining soil for best results. Making a grand entrance at number 18 is the Hollyhock. For that nostalgic cottage garden vibe, look no further. Hardy in zones 3 to 8, some varieties up to 9. These towering beauties can reach up to 7 feet tall, with rows of saucer-shaped blooms. Their storybook charm is off the charts. They bring hummingbirds flocking and they sell seed. So expect surprise blooms next year. Give them a sunny spot with well-draining soil and keep an eye out for rust disease by maintaining good airflow around the plants. Taking the 19th spot is the quirky ornamental Allium. These are like funhouse flowers, puffy, globe-like blooms perched on tall stems, hardy in zones 3 to 9. They bring a whimsical architectural flair to your garden, and the seed heads look cool even after the flowers fade. Allium bulbs don't do well in soggy soil, so make sure you have good drainage. Plant them among lower perennials to camouflage the foliage once it starts to die back. And finally, at number 20, it's Agastache, also known as Hummingbird Mint. If you're after a true pollinator party, this one's for you. Hardy in zones 5 to 10, Agastache boasts minty, citrus-scented foliage and bright, spiky blooms that hummingbirds simply can't resist. Their sweet fragrance, long bloom time, and vibrant colors will light up your summer garden. Plant them in full sun with well-drained soil and go easy on the watering. A light trim after flowering helps them stay looking fresh and fantastic. And that's a wrap on our 20 hardy perennials that absolutely thrive in full sun. Whether you're aiming for a breezy cottage garden, a pollinator oasis, or a low-maintenance floral retreat, you can mix and match these beauties for endless variety. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gardening tips and inspiration. Thanks for tuning in. Now go out there and let your garden shine like the sun.